The samurai who could have won yet left no name. Mid-Edo period Japan. The age when swords alone decided one's fate was quietly passing, and people had begun to care less about victory itself, and more about whether a name would remain afterward. Even in a small town half a day from the city, there existed a place where such moments were decided. The duels held here were never loud. There were no shouts, no spectacle, only a clear and familiar order. One man stepped forward, another answered, and when it ended, an official approached, asking for the victor's name. Steel vanished in an instant, but ink endured. That day, a well-known samurai arrived. He was said to be undefeated, and his opponent was no ordinary man either. People spoke in low voices, already weighing the outcome in their minds. Yet the samurai himself did not wear the look of certainty. What showed on his face was not pride, but something closer to fatigue. Since his name had spread, victory had never meant rest. Each win summoned another challenge, another expectation. To be known was to be called again. He understood well how heavy that current was, and how rarely it allowed one to step aside. Before the duel, officials laid out their documents in the courtyard. They prepared the brush, ground the ink. Long before blades met, records were already being readied. In this era, people had grown accustomed to the power of the written name. When the duel began, there was little sound. Footsteps on earth, the scrape of a scabbard, short breaths escaping. After a few exchanges, it was the opponent's balance that faltered first. In that instant, the watcher's eyes changed. No one said it aloud, but the ending had already arrived. The match ended sooner than expected. The opponent could go no further, and the samurai did not press the advantage. He did not force the fallen man to rise, just to cross blades once more. He could have won. In truth, he already had. Yet he did not stand with the face of a victor. The official stepped forward. The document was opened again. A hand holding the brush waited in midair. To speak one's name would have been easy. Usually a single clear voice was enough. Everyone watched his lips. Knowing that a name alone could set things in motion, the samurai remained silent. It was not a long pause, but it carried enough weight to quiet the entire courtyard. To leave a name was to be summoned again. Once written, another call would surely follow. He had seen this cycle repeat many times, and he knew well where it led. At last, he gently shook his head. It was a small movement, but without hesitation. He did not deny his victory, nor did he accept defeat. He simply chose not to have his name written. The official's hand stopped, and the ink never touched the page. A murmur spread through the crowd. Why would a man who could have won leave no name behind? Was it strategy, pride, or something else entirely? Speculation grew, but certainty did not. Samurai offered no long explanation. He said only, "This is enough." He left the courtyard, walking not toward the people, but toward a quieter path. That day's record remained incomplete. The victor's space left blank. Strangely, it was that emptiness. People remembered the longest. Sometimes, what is left unrecorded lingers longer, than what is written down. That day, the people of that town quietly learned why. Thank you for watching.